Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Patholkas, and it's time for The Expanse, Season 5, Episode 10, the season finale of The Expanse, Season 5, Episode 10, Nemesis Games. Welcome, everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I was just trying to pull some stuff together. Let me take care of some business first, then we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Basically, what YouTube does, takes the algorithms of all the stuff I've been watching, or all the stuff you've been watching, I should say, and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. And if you want to know when I'm be on live again next, you get the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. It's up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have the links to all my social media, so Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. No tiers on the Patreon. Waiting until I, get 1,000 subscribers. That way, when you guys give me money, I can give you something in return. I also have the links to this YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. All right. So, yes, this is the season finale of The Expanse. Yes, I know it was last night. I had a late day at work and also just feeling like crap. I was under the weather and all that stuff. So I postponed it till today. So sorry about that. It was a last minute thing. And yeah, it was just a lot of crap that was going on. So yes, it is going to be a double header tonight with this. And then afterwards, I'm going to do Resident Alien as well. Episode 2 of Resident Alien. All right. And yes, so I did have a request by someone who said to do non-spoiler reviews of the episode right before doing the spoiler review, kind of like I do for Is It Worth My Time? And I might do that at some point in time. I don't know. Right now, I'm not going to. So, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. I mean, it was last night. And this will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. All right, let's get to it. So we wrapped up this season and everything went really, 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 really fast. Kind of like almost like they were, not prepared for it, or I don't know what was going on. Yeah, I know it was only 10 episodes, and I knew they knew they only had 10 episodes for this season. They didn't even get really sidetracked by COVID or anything like that. But yeah, it just seems like everything went really, really fast. We end up with Marco Inaros, of course, taking control of the ring gates by destroying the sentry ships that were there, by giving them a micro asteroid shower and destroying the ships, and also Mars, or I should say the Mars Navy ends up helping him so they can go and have their own ring gate or their own world, if you will, and have their own solar system, so that they can't, they're basically not coming back to the Sol system here, and they're gonna run their own show out there, which was kind of interesting. Avasarla, of course, is now sworn in as she's leader again of Earth, and yeah, and then we also had Naomi that was out there in space on the Chetskomoya and Moika, and she ends up doing what I thought she was going to do. What I said in the last episode, she jumps out, or basically kind of shoots herself out as far as possible out of the ship, but the ship is still kind of orbiting her, and of course it's primed to become a bomb. And Bobby ends up jetting in with her suit and getting her, and Alex, of course, pays the price. He actually gets a stroke from all the hard burns that they've been doing there. And that is the way of getting rid of Cass Envar from season 6 because of all the problems that he's been having. We were wondering how that was going to happen, and that's the way they kind of took him out. And we also find out that Hutch, who I thought was dead in the last episode, is still alive. It's kind of a throwaway line, but Amos is talking to Eric as they're on Luna, and we find out that Hutch is actually still alive. So, yeah. Oh man. And of course Holden is reunited with Naomi. Um Marco is still a dick, you know. He really is a big dick at this point. And Drummer and her fam are broken up now. They're split in half. After they killed, or I should say after Oksana, not it wasn't even Oksana, it was one of the other fam that actually hits Corral in the back of the head and knocks her out. And she ends up going down and dying. And in retaliation, Marco kills the one member of the fam that he had in control there. So yeah, it was very fast. Like I said, just very kind of boom, 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 boom. Everything kind of went through, and I don't know, man. Philip says I love the sound engineering with the Naomi Bobby hookup. Yeah, I did too. I had the surround sound system hooked up. Luckily, I just got Dolby Atmos speakers, by the way, too, so it bounces off of the ceiling, so it sounds overhead. So that whole muffled kind of thing was all around me. It was really kind of cool. It was a kind of a different feeling. So yeah. Marcos with the BDE. Uh, Big Dick Envy. Yes. I had to figure out what that was there. Mufinobi. It was I what the code was there for a minute. Apple Crow says, "Man, I love the character. Come on, people. How hard is it not to be shitty?" Um, yeah, I like the character of that of Alex as well, but the actor just had too much shit going on, and he wasn't going to make it into the next season. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I want to see how well, we know that. I mean, Marco, he loves space and people, man. He really loves space and people. Loves space and people. And I'm fairly sure that's how he's going to die. He's got to die getting spaced. He really does. Because yeah, he's just a dick. He really is. Oh, and the one thing I really loved was Amos getting back on board the Rossi, and he tells Holden, he goes, "Remember how you told me you're going to kill me?" It's like, "Yeah, but we're family now, so everything's good." He goes, "Good. So you won't get mad at me, huh? Glad we got that all worked out. Come on, we're clear." And he brings Peaches on board. And that whole thing of Clarissa looking at Holden, Holden looking at Clarissa the way he did. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm going to go this way. Thanks." And just kind of walks right past him. That was that was a beautiful thing right there. That was probably one of my favorite scenes out of that whole out of the whole episode. And yeah, it was good. But like I said, this episode just flew past too many different things. It just wrapped things up too quickly. And I really would have liked to spend a little more time um, wrapping these things up. I think they spent way too much time with Naomi on board the armed ship, is what it was. And they could have really shortened that down quite a bit and just spent more time on the other characters. Yeah. Yeah, Pen. She'll need a new ID. I know a guy though. We can take care of that. Yeah. I didn't realize how much they spent on Naomi until we finished off the season. I'm like, oh yeah, they wasted a lot of time with Naomi doing that whole her aboard the ship trying to signal out people. They really just needed to condense that shit down to like 5 minutes and given everything else some more room to breathe. That's really what they need to do. Marcos got gonna get Rob speared. Possibly. And yes, Mufinobi, I am feeling better. I just needed some rest. It was a lot of stress going on. That's all. So yeah, well, that wasn't whiskey, Pen. That was the tequila. Because remember, he had the tequila in the bottle that he was eyeing the entire time. He goes, "Is that tequila down there?" And so it was a bottle of tequila that he was pulling out of his bag, Amos's bag there. I did love that. A little help, grab the bottle, and no one grabs the fucking bottle. Nobody even looks up, really. And that was the one thing I kind of found ambiguous about the whole Luna scenes is you never get a sense of what the gravity is on that, and it always seemed kind of ambiguous. But I agree with you, Viking bitch. Yes, there was way too much gravity on Luna. It because that thing went down too fast. I mean, the bottle. I mean, it slipped out of his hands and went up and then down, and I was like, no, it would have floated a little bit. Yeah, but uh, yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Pen. Mufino says, I want to see more of Mars and Marco and what they find out about the protomolecule. And yes, thank you for reminding me. And the protomolecule we find out was probably on board one of the missiles that was on board the ship that got destroyed, that was supposedly carrying the protomolecule, but it looks like they jettisoned it away in a missile before the ship got destroyed. So, yes, the protomolecule is still out there along with the scientist who was working on it. And yeah, and Marcos has control of the ring gates, the central point to the ring gates, I should say. Um, all the Martian Navy is gone now at this point. They are in a different galaxy or solar system, I should say. And yeah, pretty much everything's screwed. Except that, Avasarla now is promoting that everyone work together against Marco and Naros. Yeah. Some some bad shit down the way. But oh, and Bobby now is working for Avasarla as as her liaison, which I thought was pretty good. Applecrow says, did they say that was the entire Martian Navy? So it was the Martian Navy of what ships were left. Some of those Applecrow went to Marco Anaros and his fleet, and then the rest, I believe, were with the Navy. With um, good God, I'm blanking on his name now. Starts with an S. The guy who's the admiral there, the Sartar, or let me look at my notes here. Yeah, I don't remember what his name is. Let me go and take a look at the Savatier, Admiral Savatier. And then that whole thing with Admiral Savatier saying to his second that things are going to be a lot more strict. He goes, what is that on your uniform? Is that a pledge pin on your uniform? And he makes her give it up so that, because now anybody can be shot for any kind of little thing. Yeah. Which everyone freeze framed on the structure looked like a roller coaster. I don't remember that, but okay. Mufino says, I haven't read the books either, so I'm curious about the other planet and the red shit that happened. I don't know if you watch during the credits too. So when we see the Mars Navy on the other world, and they're using the protomolecule or part of the protomolecule to change out the ship that's in orbit. After the credits, as the credits are rolling, the clouds kind of clear away, and you see that ship, and it's by itself, and you see it changing even further. You see a whole bunch of red, or excuse me, blue streaks in it and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, you mean the what happened? That's right. What happened to the Mars ship? Uh, so I want to say that was the builders. Remember that Holden said every time they went through the ring gate, he could feel the builders that were pissed, and they were pissed at him, is what he thought, or pissed at them. He never knew. So I had the feeling that when the Mars ship disappeared like that out of that red mist thing, that was the builders actively just saying, nope, fuck you guys. You're not going through the rings anymore. So I think that's what that was. Yeah. Apple says, I feel like we needed a bit more with the orange, whatever. They've teased it twice now with the season finales. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But there we go. Still good. this is the best season by far. Honestly, this is the best season by far. A lot better than Waiting on Illis or New Earth or whatever you're going to call it. Sorry, I'm readjusting my microphone. You know how that is. Sometimes your microphone gets out of sorts. You need to readjust it. There we go. Yeah. No ring gate for you. Exactly. I don't think anyone's going through that ring gate anymore. And Holden's going to have to go out there and do something. Philip A. Demick says Martian Navy 1/4 through the ring gate, a 1/4 sold to Marcos, and half dismantled and destroyed. Okay. There you go. Yeah. So that was from the book, I take it, Philip? Is that what they said? Because I know there was nothing left to defend basically the solar system from Marco. Yeah, Corral got off way easy. I was kind of thinking there was gonna be a knife fight between her and Drummer. I was kind of hoping there was gonna be a knife fight between her and Drummer. That would have been awesome. When Drummer pulled out her gun and or pulled out Corral's gun and held it against her, but yeah, and Drummer knew exactly what was going to happen. She knew that their dude on board Marco's ship was going to die. She knew that, and Oksana was trying to be the optimist in it, and she was like, "You knew this was going to happen all along," and she's like, "Yeah, pretty much." Yeah. So, you're just guessing, Philip, on that? Yeah. Well, there you have it. So we got another year until the final season 6 airs. I believe it's another year. So yeah. But there we go. Oh man. Apple Crow says I gave up, I think, on the third book because they started to seem formulaic. Now I'm thinking I'll give them another shot. I've got the first book on my Kindle someplace, and I need to take a look at it at some point when I get free time, whatever the fuck that is. Philip A. Demick says all of season 4 was Bobby complaining about half the Martian fleet gone. That's true. Well, yeah, the whole thing about them dismantling the Martian fleet. That's true. I forgot about that. She was complaining about that a lot. Yeah. Applecrow says also, I really didn't like how easy it seemed that they got to keep the Rossi and kept getting resupply. Um, well, they were supposed to be the ambassadors, if you will, between Earth, Mars, and the Belt. They were supposed to be a conglomeration of it, so everyone was helping them. And in turn, what they were doing was helping everybody else too. So I don't think that was really far-fetched, quite honestly. I think that was something that they had earned that goodwill, and so people were willing to help them and resupply them. And oh, you need some missiles? Mars is like, here you go, here's some missiles. Uh, and hey, you need some food? Here's some food, or you need some fuel? Here's some fuel. So I think that was okay. Viking Bitch says I read the first 4 or 5 is this season. Now I want to know what happens next. Penn says, I'm glad they put the novella, The Churn, into the series with the Amos backstory. Yeah, I did like Amos's backstory. It was pretty good. All right. So, yeah, end of the season, season 6 next year. And yes, I agree with you, Philip. The Rossi never did get fully rearmed. That's why Bull was saying, you know what, they have no missiles. All they had was the guns, essentially. They had no missiles to fire back on the on Drummer's pirates before they knew it was Drummer's pirates. So yes, they were pretty much up shit creek on that one. So a long wait till season 6, but in the meantime, Resident Alien is on Sci-Fi Channel on Wednesday nights, and I'll be covering that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be covering the second episode of Resident Alien at I'll say 7:15 Pacific time, my time tonight here. That'll give me a chance to do a thumbnail for it and all kinds of stuff. So that'll be a good thing to do. Did it get any better, Resident Alien? Come and check it out. You're gonna be in bed anyway, Moo Fanobi. So, yeah. Well, obviously, I'm doing a second episode. The only thing I didn't like about the first episode was it was very stereotyped. You know, yeah. How do you all feel about season 7? Um, what do you mean season 7 of what, Philip? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. About you mean that we don't know that oh yeah, and yes, Applecrow, I'll give you that. Bull was not a traitor, he was just an asshole. I was expecting him to turn at some point. I really was expecting him to turn, and it didn't happen. Yeah. Yeah. We know you're watching. I am watching you, move Fanobi, all the time. Always. You know I'm watching. Okay, that was creepy even for me. Anyway, so thank you everybody who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here, and if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button and the like button as well. And then while you're down there, you hit the share button too. And if you can, hit that bell down below if you want to know when I'm beyond live again next. Otherwise, you can go to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at the schedule that's up there, all the links to my social media, and all the links to my pages that I have. Applecrow says, I'll admit for a second in the finale, I thought you might be right when the reporter was looking into the missiles and they cut to Bull. Yeah, see, it was a red herring. It was really a red herring on that one. I was fucking totally expecting Bull to be in on this, but he wasn't. We know you're watching Resident Alien Creepazoid because you have a 4-episode. Well, yeah, I know. But you'll see. Actually, I think episode 3 is up too. I was watching it on the Sci-Fi Channel app, and it was kind of funny. It said it was going into episode 3 at the end there. That's the reason why I was a little tiny bit late too, because I was watching that, and yeah, I was like, really? There's an episode 3 out already? Okay, I'll take a look at that later. But, if that's the case, I'll probably be doing that this weekend. Anyway, what else do I have going on? Well, like I said, 7:15, 7:20, somewhere around there. I'm going to be doing Resident Alien. Tomorrow, Friday, will be WandaVision. That's right, WandaVision. Saturday will be Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any of your genre stuff you guys want to talk about, and we talk about it. And Sunday and Monday, I'm going to be off. Tuesday, I might do another episode of Is It Worth My Time? I don't know as of yet. I'm still debating on that one, depending on time-wise. And then, of course, Wednesday will be not The Expanse, but Resident Alien. But it'll probably be at a later time, just because of, I might just keep it on Thursdays, to tell you the truth. It just might be easier on Thursdays. That way it comes out. We all have a chance to watch it, all that stuff. I think that might be the case. So, and then also I can keep this at an earlier time instead of trying to go later, especially for those of you out on the East Coast that need to do sleepy time and all that stuff for work. And yeah, I know how that is. Yeah. Oh, you already watched episode 3, Applecrow? Okay, so yeah, I'll probably do that this weekend then at some point. All right, so let's go ahead and I'll get set up for that. And like I said, about 7:20 here, you'll see another thing pop up and tell you when I'm coming to be on. So I'll see you then. Thank you, everybody, who joined me tonight in the chat, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Penn says I saw on the blurb on the sci-fi website that episode 3 is available early. Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, everybody. I'll see you in a few. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may end up stroking out just because you're on board a ship and also you did some really horrible shit in your personal life as an actor and they killed off your character early because that's pretty much what they need to do. Thanks, everybody. I will see you in a couple of minutes here. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, and remember to wear those masks. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you in a little bit. Good night.